welcome to the Biodiversity Management module. This is part of the MSc programme in Managing Sustainable Rural Mountain Development, which is a UHI programme, part of the suite of Masters courses which are offered by the UHI. I'm Melanie Smith and I'm the module leader for this module, and I'll be sort of leading you through this online delivery over the next 14 weeks. And you're welcome to email me or phone or ask any questions that you need if you get stuck with anything or just want general discussion. The whole of the module is delivered online, and the virtual learning environment Blackboard is the main mechanism by which we deliver this particular module. And all the materials that you need for the module, all the links to other materials are all on the VLE, and the notes, which are mostly in Word documents, are also on the VLE. You will also find material which is video or audio based, like this particular introductory lecture. These are just short snippets which will give you an introduction to the particular session. The module is divided into sessions which work on a week-by-week basis, and the majority of the materials will be there at the beginning of the week. Occasionally I will add things. If something comes up that's current in the news that might be relevant, I would add those into that particular session and draw your attention to it through an email or on the discussion board. There are three assessments for this module. The first is an essay, second is a report, and the third is spread throughout the whole module and is based on your interaction with the discussion board. And all of the materials for the course are in folders which are on the VLE. You'll find the framework for the module in the course materials folder, and in the course documents folder you will find all of the session materials, and also you will have already discovered this introductory lecture and the associated handout which goes with that, which is this one. Biodiversity management is a term which you won't always find commonly used within the literature. Most often you will find either conservation biology or conservation management or biodiversity conservation. But the reason why this module is about biodiversity management is it's linked integrally to sustainable development policy and practice, which is also covered in great detail in other aspects of the programme. And so you will find in the module framework for this module that we move through looking at the science behind biodiversity management, and that is largely in the area of conservation biology, and look at issues and the debates surrounding that, all the way through to the application and the discussion really which is associated with biodiversity and sustainable development, and we debate the issues associated with that later on in the module. If you have a look at your introductory sheet, which I have here, this will give you a little bit more information on the session-by-session content, and you should use this in conjunction with the module framework, which has all the dates for each of the weeks, and also for the hand-in dates for each of the assignments. The assignments you will find in the assignments folder on the VLE, and I will give you more guidance for each of those in the coming weeks as appropriate. There will also be space on the discussion board for you to discuss amongst yourselves and with me issues which may be arising in your reading for each of the assessments. The main textbooks which will be used for the course really divide into two sorts. The first is those concerned largely with the science of biodiversity management and applied conservation management, and the second are more concerned with natural resource management and sustainable development, some of which you will have already come across in other parts of the programme. So, and altogether, the most useful of the textbooks is this one, Primac, which is called Essentials of Conservation Biology and is by Richard Primack, and this is referred to quite a bit because it has an extremely good structure, which and most of the essential sort of scientific background which is required for biodiversity management, and it also has reference to sustainable development as well. It does have an American focus, but that is not a bad thing and is quite useful to have an international context. Unfortunately, that book isn't available as an e-book, but a very similar textbook that covers very similar material, this one, which is by Andrew Pullin, Conservation Biology, is available as an e-book through the UHI library catalogue, and I will also be referring to this as well in conjunction with Primack, so you can use both of them together. There is also associated with this module a pre-week session, which is focused on those of you who want to get up to speed more with the scientific aspects underpinning biodiversity. So in that I will give you materials which are associated with looking at ecology and the sort of basic taxonomy and biology, things which it would be useful if you have a good grounding in, just to be able to ensure that you can then apply those to the underlying sort of principles in biodiversity, which are more science-based. So if you're a little bit sort of unsure of the scientific side of things and just want to make sure that you're up to the level that is required for this module, which is nothing too difficult, then I would refer you to the pre-week materials and the information that's in there. So I hope that you enjoy the module, and as I say, just contact me if you need any further information. Thanks. Bye.